Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Emperor and Cass on Apotheosis, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map we have the red Terran player, it is Cass from Team Cascade. And in the top left side of the map we have the blue Terran player, it is MperorM from the Almost Perfect Esports what's that C? Almost Perfect Esports something. I looked this up and I can't find it now. Esports companion. What's the C there? Let me know if you know what that is in the comments. Either way, this is a GM/professional level TVT here for you on the channel from Falcon Paladin today. Hope you brought your seatbelts, hope you brought some snacks and some drinks, because this should prove to be a very, very entertaining TVT submitted to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. And as always, if you are a GM or master level player, or you know someone who is, go ahead and send me your awesome replays, or their awesome replays, to falconpaladin@gmail.com. Just introduce yourself, say, hey, I'm a GM player, I'm masters, and I will more than likely cast your stuff. If you send me your Twitter handle too, I will go ahead and tag you on Twitter to let you know when I've cast your games. Another plug for my Twitter. My Twitter feed is just @FalconPaladin. I do like to retweet interesting stuff from the esports world and tweet funny GIFs and things and links to my cast. It's just a good time. I don't overwhelm you with tweets. I don't just go AWOL from the Twitterverse either. I like to post a few things every day. All right, a Reaper opening from both of these players. The Reaper, actually, that's a factory, not a Reaper expand at all, just a Reaper opening. So Emperor's Reaper is going to be named Falcon Paladin. He was once a YouTuber, but retired after his computer was exploded by banelings. And Team Red's Reaper here for Cass is going to be Reek the Reaper. Kills enemies by acting as a double agent. Okay, that's a Game of Thrones reference. Oh, I didn't spoil anything, but here we go. Reek versus Falcon Paladin. Oh man, I hope Falcon Paladin wins this battle. I hope he lives longer and gets more kills. And if there's a straight up fight, I hope he beats Reek into the ground. No mercy, Falcon Paladin. You got this thing. You got this thing, man. You got to get revenge. You got to get revenge for your computer getting exploded by banelings. I mean, okay, technically you're not fighting a Zerg, which is a problem, but who knows? These red Terrans might be Zerg sympathizers. They might be hiding Zerg eggs in their base, and they could lead to the downfall of the Terran life as we know it. So Falcon Paladin, get in there and do your thing. Cass is a Reaper shows up instantly. Oh, Falcon Paladin gets in here as well. Can he get an SCV kill? Gets an SCV kill, but getting shot in the back by a traitor Reaper. Both players going for this multiple Reaper play here. Reek doesn't have any kills. Falcon Paladin has one. Okay, all right. We're going to keep our eye on this thing. Oh, Reek trying to take some angles where it... Oh, Reek gets murdered in the face and destroyed. And so does Falcon Paladin. But Falcon Paladin won because he got a single kill. And Reek did not. So congratulations, Falcon Paladin. You didn't do a whole lot. I mean, you killed an SCV. That's really good. I'm proud of you for that one. But in the long run, maybe not the most effective Reaper we've ever seen. That's A-okay. Look at this mass Reaper stuff from Cass. He's got 4 out. He's making 2 more. Here we go. There are Hellions from Emperor, though. KD8 charge thrown down. Bam, bam, bam. Misses on all of them. More Reapers are here. One gets burned alive by the Hellion, doing extra damage versus light as Reapers are. Reaper count, 3 more on the way for Cass. He's got 6 in total. He will have 9. He is expanding behind this, so he's not straight up one base all the time. Reapers win or die at this point. Liberators on the way for Emperor. Is even there a starport? No starport for Cass yet. So I like Emperor's ability to tech up here. He's not able to expand, which is a bit of a problem. The Liberator decides to head straight on, making a beeline for Cass's base, perhaps recognizing there's really not much anti-air to stop a Liberator from ruining his day. So we'll see if this Liberator can get stuff done. Meanwhile, Reaper's just running around, making sure Emperor has not taken a base. Although Emperor is building a command center inside his main, so he's trying to expand at some point. He just needs a way to take out these Reapers or stop them from causing him problems with that expansion plan. So here comes Emperor. MperorM throwing up that defensive... Oh, that defensive circle. By defensive circle, I mean offensive circle. Stops all mining. All of the mining is stopped for Cass. 100%. He's going to go ahead and kill whatever comes out of this factory, that's for sure. So right now, Cass has a Cyclone building, and he's going to try to make it get out and not die before he gets outside of the defender's circle. Here we go. Ready, set, one shot. Alive. Alive. The Cyclone wins. Going to use that lock-on ability to take out this Liberator. Emperor decides it is time to retreat. with the Liberator. Can't. Nope, not going to escape. Kaboosh. Nice play. Nice play there by Cass, getting that out instantly. Banshee. Banshee here. Next up from Emperor, trying to take out those Reapers. Not as fast as Reapers, but still can kill one if one room's right underneath her. Missile turret on the way from Cass. Another missile turret here. He's worried about Banshees coming in and wrecking his stuff. It is a Reaper Hellion play. Blue versus red. The Hellions are on Emperor's side, and forcing Cass to take a full retreat here. Kitty charge knocked on down. Nobody gets hit by any of those. And Cass is retreating. He only has 2 Reapers left. Only 2. Ugh, that's not a good feeling. How much damage did they do? Workers killed by Cass is 0. Units killed by Cass, 6. Oof. I don't know. I don't think that's super cost effective. 1,050 resources lost versus 800. Cloaked Banshee in here, picking off SCVs at the corner. Low, there's the scan. The scan and the lock-on ability takes out the Banshee. This is one of the more effective Cyclones we've ever seen. Yes, this guy looks like he's angry all the time, or perhaps he's pooping or something like that, but he's been super good here. Oh boy. Hellions and Reapers are here inside the natural base, killing SCVs as fast as they can. Cyclone says, get out. Get out of my house. I am not light. I don't take extra damage from any of you nerds. And he has 4 kills now. This Cyclone may be the hero of this match thus far. His defense has been amazing. Oh, Reapers got inside the mineral line of Emperor somehow. Finally gets taken down. Did Emperor lose workers? He did. He lost 3 workers to those final Reapers. Nicely done. Nicely done, Cass, getting some good use out of the Reapers. Expansion's been taken by Emperor. It's 38 to 34 Harvesters in favor of Emperor, and taking a 3rd command center, possibly going to lift it up and land here at this gold, which would make a lot of sense, as another player has taken their gold yet, but I'm sure they would like to. It is sure delicious to take a gold base. Banshee flying on out from Emperor. The element of surprise is gone. Banshees are a lot better when they have said element of surprise. But maybe we're going to try to find some angles in which to attack. This might be a good spot to sit in. The detection range of missile turrets is always longer than I think, though. So we'll see if this works out. Going to try to take out add-ons. Okay, fine. Taking out a reactor is a good way to use the Banshee. Marines, Cyclone. Ooh, our 4-kill Cyclone. 4-kill Cyclone is here. Scan and... Nope, just straight up lock on. Like I said, that missile turret can see it. Can see it. Do you have a scan available, Cyclone? Because you will murder this thing. Oh, doesn't matter. Ooh, just dancing just outside the range, but there's the scan, and... Oh, outside the scan! Oh, inside the scan. Dead. Whew, Cyclone, 5 kills. Cyclone, hero of the day. Tank, Marines, trying to push on this gold base that doesn't exist, but there are more tanks and more Marines from Cass here by about 2 to 1, it seems like. So, Emperor recognizing it's not smart to just throw away your army for no reason like that. He's going to go ahead and head right on back home, as he really should do. 3rd base now taken by Emperor, upgrading that to an orbital command. But guess what? There's a Marine tank push coming that could slightly wreck your day if you're not careful. Cass is landing his own fully completed orbital command here at this 3rd base at the gold. Income tab is 50 to 44 in favor of Emperor, but here we go. Marines, tanks, flying tanks, ready to see what Cass has in store, and the answer is he's running away. Alright, so we sent a Marine up to see what damage could be done. Might kill this SCV. Nope, healing the SCV and murdering the Marine who was shooting at him. Yeah, so Cass actually pulls back. He's kind of sitting in the center of the map here. He's got Marines, he's got tanks. No upgrades on these guys quite yet, but +1 is on the way for Cass, as well as combat shield. Setting up more and more reinforcements. The Marine tank action seems to be pretty consistent. More and more barracks here for Emperor, finishing up more and more medevacs, getting some tanks as well. So it looks like a very standard Marine tank play from both of these players, which is really just about positioning. It's about positioning. It's about getting upgrades for your bio so they can survive tank hits. It's about being brave with your bio. Knowing when to stim in and take out a tank from your opponent can be the difference between straight up losing and straight up winning. So setting the tanks on the low ground here. Oop, taking out a Marine that scouted that out. Can't hit this mineral line for Emperor at the gold base. Forces a full pull of the SCVs. Not a great look whatsoever. Marines getting destroyed. High ground defense from Emperor, sending the Marines right on in. Can take down the... Oh, the Cyclone died. Oh, no, Cyclone. Not good. Both players are taking huge tank hits to their Marine numbers. And Emperor might have pushed this back. He pushed it back. I think he lost all of his Marines. Oh, no, he has a Marine and a Marauder left, so that's all right. But setting up the tanks in more of a defensive position on this high ground here at the gold base, assuming, I think that Cass is going to go up that way, but Cass is full on retreating. I think he's all the way going home right now, and this scan should have revealed that. So Emperor should feel pretty good about that one. That Cass did not continue to push. It's 72 to 58 Harvesters. Emperor's really getting that worker count on up. Does he have a third base yet? Is he constructing a third base, or a fourth base rather? No, I don't think that he is. I really don't think that he is. The scan sees the gold base from Cass. Cass doesn't seem to be taking a fourth either, but there is an armory on the way for Cass, and Emperor is now the one who pushing on out. Meanwhile, drop of Marines sneaking up the right side for Cass. Going to try to drop on this non-existent fourth base, but guess what? Emperor's about to throw one down, and he is. Oh, these Marines might show up at the perfect, exact, correct time to take down this command center. But guess who's pushing in? Emperor. Tanks in the front. That's not where you want them. One tank dies. Two tanks die. No getting picked up. They get picked up. Good micro there by Emperor. Fantastic job. And actually, medevac did not stop for Cass. Maybe going to try to drop on this natural instead. Still do some good damage, but look at this. Tanks from a distance taking out that refinery. Marines dropping inside this mineral line, getting murdered by just the happenstance arrival of Marines and tanks for Emperor here at this base. So, nope, going to shut that down pretty well. But Emperor, again, not able to do too much at Cass's natural, killing a refinery, but that's about it to this point. Resources lost is virtually identical, 5,700 to 5,500 for both of these players. And yeah, command center for Emperor is okay. It's all right. I thought for sure Cass would see that and drop his Marines on top of it and at least force a cancel. But no, that did not happen. Both players getting +2/+2 for their infantry, which again I said upgrades are super important in TVT. Getting +3 as soon as possible is very, very good. More factories on the way for Emperor, possibly for more tank production. And yeah, just double pumping Marines. Here is Emperor as hard and as fast as he can. There's that second factory. I don't know what he wants it for. He's not using the first one for anything, that's for sure. That's definitely sitting silent and vacant. Fourth base is now being constructed by Cass as well. Bit of a drop here in the main. Not much, though. It's 4 Marines. They have +1/+1 in combat shield and stim, but I mean, nothing's too scary there. Tank does not get a shot off. Cass picks up the medevacs before that can happen. Stimming forward, trying to take out that medevac. Can't do it. The boost gets her out of range just in time. Here comes Cass with another push of tanks, of Marines, trying to sneak on up in here. And, oh, is he going to land? Is he going to land? Yes, he's dropping the tanks. Oh, huge tank splash on this mineral line at the gold again for Emperor. How many workers has he lost? 22 workers killed by Cass so far. This positioning is amazing. Terran players, remember this, man. Drop tanks right about here. You will have some good success, that's for sure. He doesn't even stick around. He just gets the heck on out of there. And can he kill this flying tank? Nope, flying tank boost catches up with the rest of his friends. And Cass escapes with taking 0 fatalities. 0. Is that what the word is? 0 casualties. 0 casualties. And fatalities. I think casualty counts for injured soldiers as well as dead soldiers, right? So fatalities would be straight up death. I don't know. Is casualties only death? I'm trying to remember how they counted that stuff when I learned about it in history, but either way, coming down is Emperor. He's got that +1/+1, +2/+2, very close to finishing. Tanks don't have any upgrades yet, but here we go. Tanks everywhere, splashing on top of Marines. Pretty good spread here by Emperor, but it just comes down to who has the more tanks, who has the more bio. It looks like Cass's tank count is insane right now, and it is. It's 9-5, almost doubling up Emperor's tank count. You do not want to go in there. 20 kills on that one tank. 20. 18 on that one as well. Cass, very, very good tank commander. I am super impressed thus far. So it's 64 to 66 Harvesters. Cass has actually taken a lead here on this one. With that worker count, Emperor has abandoned his main and thrown down a command center just below it to take his 5th base. We will see if that's something that... Yes, Cass is doing the exact same thing. So Emperor is just a little bit ahead of exactly what Cass is trying to do. I'm not sure if that's going to help him too much. Again, that tank difference is kind of nuts. It's only 9-6 at this point, but double pumping tanks is Cass. Here comes a huge drop on Emperor's 5th. Ugh. All right, tanks on everything. The tanks for Emperor and Marines do manage to show up and charge right on in there. And they might be able to do this thing. They're taking tank damage, but not worrying about it, and they do force Cass back. They force him right on back. They kill a couple of medevacs as well. Medevac count is 8 to 10, pretty even, but Cass has does have a couple more of those as well. So both players sitting on 5 bases right now. Both players have socked each other in the jaw more than once. And both players are just kind of sitting back right now. That +3/+3 is getting started for Emperor. And Cass isn't even starting his yet. Is he okay with +2/+2? I haven't really seen that. Haven't really seen that be the case in the past, but maybe it is. maybe it is the case now. All right, another big attack here. Marines, tanks. Marines coming up this right side from Cass, trying to flank and get rid of the Marines by Emperor, but good tank micro, getting the tanks out. But again, Cass won that battle, forcing Emperor to pull back. It's 177 to 133 total supply. Cass has a big old army and a huge army advantage, 109 to 70. Holy shamoly. All right, all right. Planetary Fortress at this 4th base for Cass. 5th base is just an orbital command. I admire the moxie of Terran players who throw down bases on the outskirts that are very easy to get sniped, and they're only orbital commands, or I guess they're going to be orbital commands, not planetary fortresses. Always seems weird. Cass is now finally starting +3/+3. 11 Marines at a time being made by Emperor. It's 200 to 157 total supply. 70 to 69 workers, but that difference is definitely army. 131 to 94 total army supply. Cass is looking good. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is. Pure Marine, pure tank. Coming up to attack this 5th base of Emperor. That is an orbital command, like I said. Tank splash, pretty good though. +1 has finished, doing 38 damage. Splash against Marines. That was a 2-shot situation there for these guys. And Cass decides to back on out. So Cass has done a great job in recognizing when he's not going to win a battle and retreating. Meanwhile, Liberator here, going to town on Emperor's 4th base. And does have a total of 5 kills. Let's make that 6, make it 7. One-shotting these Marines. They're sacrificing themselves for the good, and that's it. Takes out the Liberator. Tries to push up this ramp, does Cass, while everyone's distracted by the Liberator. But no, Emperor didn't send his whole army to take out a single Liberator. Are you a crazy person? Are you crazy? Why would he do that? Either way, tanks are flying. Marines do have +3 attack and +3. Oh, just kidding. They have both now. I said that backwards, but it was +3 attack and +3 armor are done for Emperor. And Cass is a little bit late, so I think there's this small window as a Liberator again here at the 5th base. Gets burned alive after taking out a couple SCVs. Again, that's positioning by Cass is so good. Right below the mineral line here, trying to attack from the high ground with these Marines and destroy them. Trying to get a flank around the backside with Marines as well. Going to take down a tank. Does it get saved by Cass? No! Does not get saved by Cass here. Good multi-pronged defense from Emperor. 148 to 147 total supply. He won that battle decisively. I mean, he hasn't lost over, or he is not winning the resources lost battle overall. It's 20,000, 18,000.2, 18.2 thousand. But he did force Cass away. That tank count is now 10 to 3 in favor of Emperor. I really think it was the multi-pronged defense that did it, coming from the high ground, from the backside, from the bottom side, across that little narrow bridge. Cass is trying to take his 6th base right now, but guess who's on his way? Emperor. They're going to pass in the night, though, it looks like. Not going to see anything except for a couple Marines coming down. That will tell Cass there's an army heading his way, though. And here it is. Tanks getting some big splash on those Marines. Really shooting them hard as they can. That could be some innuendo. I don't know. It's late. It's always late when I cast. And yes, pulling back to defend does Cass, but landing his tanks in a great position. There is Emperor going to try to go for this thing. Tanks everywhere. Not even sieging some of his tanks is Emperor, but Cass looks like he has an amazing concave, but not killing the tanks fast enough. And all of Cass's tanks are evaporating. There's 212 in favor of Emperor right on now. The 6th base in a ton of trouble. It's 186 to 133 total supply. Army supply 116 to 73. Resources lost 22 to 23,000. Emperor won that one. Crazy time. Did he just... Yeah, wow. Again, tank count is kind of everything in this situation. He also has the upgrades to this point. And here it is, trying to defend is Cass with 2 tanks versus a giant number of tanks. Everything is falling. This gold base is going to die. That's the Happy Face Marine DG from Cass, and Cass is defeated. Cass is defeated, and Emperor is victorious. Woo! Good TVT there. Excellent display there from Emperor. He was down big. He was down 200 to 150 total supply. Army size seemed like it was double for Cass, but that brilliant, brilliant battle. Cass sets up in his favorite spot again to harass this gold mineral patch. And Emperor does not panic, Instead, defends from the high ground with Marines and tanks, swings Marines and tanks around down this area to attack from the back, and also sends some up through this narrow bridge as well to get the damage done against Cass, and somehow makes it work. I really just think by splitting the attention of those tanks, he was able to make it happen. So great job and great decision-making and push when he did. He recognized he had the tank advantage. He wanted to make sure he kept that before Cass got a 6th base and could possibly replenish. And that was it. So, Whew, great game, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, Kayan, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Carlo, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.